Alright, place bets. What's the next world gonna be? It's gonna be a desert. So anybody who voted desert, you get nothing because nothing was actually bet. So Desert World actually starts pretty strong because right off the bat we have a huge old pit of quicksand. So it's playing up to the desert strong point of, hey, here's a death trap that's just all along the ground here. We also have this potion. So, this is actually a really tricky secret mushroom to get. So it must be over there on the, solid land, right? No, it's actually over here in the quicksand, and yes, it is most certainly missable, so make sure you react quickly and, well, know it's there in the first place. That's a rather cruel mushroom, I gotta say. I'm also going to take my old trusty Pokey Steed across these sands. Thankfully he doesn't sink because I need to get the coin by using him, but I'm not going to take him the whole way because, you know, he's really slow. Gee, who would have guessed the anime named Pokey is really slow? But yes, as such, he is not worthy to be my steed through the entire stage. Of course, we need to jump off another one to get that third A coin. Jeez. Almost wish I was Luigi here. Oh, and of course there's a Panzer. Anyway, why don't we get a... Sweet Mother of God, I think I just caused the apocalypse. Anyway, as I was saying, Pokey's good for experience. Panzers, well, thank goodness it's dead. Or Panzer, really, with an S. Il Panzer. Anyway, this secret mushroom, much easier to find. So much easier. It's even indicated by the plants, but anyway, let's move on into this pile of bricks, I guess. Also, I believe this is another Game Boy Advance exclusive thing. Basically, this is just a thing that gives you random items. Whatever it's on when you break it is the item you get, and I got a star, just as I needed a heart, of course. So thank you, Bullet Snakes, really appreciate that. Now, if I were smart, I probably would have tried to use that star for at least attempting to get an extra life. Not really too many enemies around here anyway. But we do have that door, so I'm sure you know what that means by now. Door, of course, means there's got to be a key around here somewhere with a Phanto. Of course, the question is, where is that key? Yeah, it's right here, I believe. This really isn't good level design, it's just, hey, guess which vase the key's in? You want to move forward? Well, too bad. Play this dumb, slow segment where you have to look for a thing. I think the nice thing about these key segments is that they are fairly quick. You're forced to keep moving, or at least drop the key, in order to avoid Phanto. So the fact that you have to, you know, just randomly search around for said key doesn't really feel too good, honestly. But anyway, yeah, this is a quick stage if you're able to find that, so let's finish off old Green Verdetta here, and wow, how did I even make that mistake? How did I botch it like that? The world may never know, but neither will this Verdetta. She's dead now. Eat me, hawk mouth. Thank you kindly. And I got absolutely nothing. That was worthwhile. Anyway, second stage, I definitely know which one this is. So, I'm not too down on this stage being another desert stage because, well, it doesn't really play on the desert theme in all honesty. Because this stage, well, I kinda like it even though I shouldn't. This is actually an albatross riding stage, which isn't really that well designed, but at the same time I think it's kinda neat, I guess. Of course, Luigi and Peach are definitely good choices here, though. In all honesty, you don't do that much jumping around, so it's not like Toad's necessarily at a disadvantage here. Of course, those 8 coins are definitely tricky to get, though, but I clutched the hell out of that. Of course, that wouldn't be nearly as impressive with Luigi, because, you know, Luigi's got the high jump. He could have just made that normally, but no, I had to work for it as Toad. But of course, here's where this stage is badly designed. If you want to get that secret mushroom, you absolutely have to backtrack, which is just unfair, really. And despite the fact that I really want to kill that Panzer, not gonna, because I don't want to accidentally kill this albatross with this, bell pepper, I guess? I mean, it can happen, you never know, so I'm just kind of being cautious with this thing here. Thankfully, though, there's not too much action in this stage, which is probably another reason why it really isn't all that good. Just standing here on this bird. Standing and not really doing much. Hey, coin, you can't hide from me. Not too much platforming, really. It's just me and a bird. Me and my bird pal. Oh, and also, blind jump. Yeah, great game design. Just add a little blind jump to the Game Boy Advance version. Why not? But yeah, that's the end of that stage. You really don't need that, Toad. You're at 75 lives. Why do you have a partner in here, Burdetta? This shy guy needs to get out. See, I injured you with him. You really shouldn't have brought the foreign shy guy here and... Okay, one of us is magic. I don't know how, but I am impressed and therefore I will roll with it. Hey, what do you know, I actually got something. With my only coin. And just like that, we're actually at the castle stage. Yes, already. 6-2 is pretty short, even with the backtracking. I mean, it's not like we even had to do much there. No secret mushrooms there, so we can just head on up. I don't really feel like plucking a whole bunch of veggies just for, well, nothing really. I mean, you could use it to get a timer, but... God, I haven't gotten any of those things since stage 1 for crying out loud. I really don't find them that useful. I prefer to just play as I go. And really, you only need to throw your enemies. Vegetables aren't that necessary. Oh, joy. Oh, bombs. They've even got a little sign out front that has a bomb on it, so I'm sure you know what's in store for us here in Bomb Fortress. That's right, it's bombs! Free bombs in Bomb Fortress, always with the bombs. You want the bombs? Here's a bomb! See, this wall? You can bomb it. You can bomb the wall. Did you notice that you can bomb walls just yet? I bet you didn't notice that. Certainly this has not been featured in any of the stages so far. You've not had to use bombs in any section of this game. So that's why we're dedicating an entire segment to this dumb bomb segments, because certainly, you definitely want to use a whole bunch of bombs. Also know that it's not a secret warp, that vase there, because we're at World 6, the last world is next. Why would they include a secret warp? That would just be silly. Alright, well, thankfully though, despite my complaints about a bomb section, this is actually a pretty cool stage overall. It doesn't really linger on that one bomb gimmick, thank goodness, and in fact, this is actually a pretty neat segment overall, though we won't see why until the next world. But this does actually transition to a sky level, which is pretty neat, because, you know, vertical levels, they're... well, I guess they were kind of unique. They're not that amazing anymore, but hey, vertical! Vertical sections with annoying scrolling. You know, I really do wish they would just remake this game again. I mean, I don't think they've remade any of the 2D Mario games since the Mario Advance series. I mean, really, I only want remakes of them just to fix the scrolling in this game, because that's really annoying. Would be nice if the screen scrolled normally and not like this, because it's rather annoying. That is the only thing that I would really fix out of everything. Everything else, though, is fun. I guess in fairness, though, this section is fairly bare bones, but they don't really happen that often. I mean, vertical sections, yeah, but climbing sections, not really. We've seen, like, I don't know, 1, 2 throughout the game, maybe 3, so... while these sections are fairly simple, they don't really happen frequently enough for me to be tired of them, and, you know, that's why this is pretty cool, because it's not something you do as much. Of course, it does go on for quite a while. This is probably the longest climbing segment in the game. Not overly long, it's just, you know, that scrolling thing that I keep mentioning over and over, because it's really hard to ignore in this section of the game. Oh, and... you know, that's another reason why this scrolling sucks. I just got bopped on the head by an enemy, and I think that was rather rude. Ah well. On the bright side, we do have 4 A coins, so it's a pretty good sign that we're almost done with the stage. Just gotta get through more of these spider guys. Hoopers, I think their names are. And I was about to say we're just about done, but we're not. It just keeps going. Okay, now we've climbed all the way up to the top of the sky, where birds in the sun are almost down from, I guess. And for no good reason, there is a sky pyramid. Why? I don't know. 'Cause there is. It's frickin' Mario. Why would you even ask that question? Oh, and you can get a 1-up. It doesn't really matter that much. I might need a 78th life. You never know. Life, rather. Might need that 78th life. Could die 77 times, but then make it the 78th. You never know. Anyway, Sky Pyramid. For some reason they keep using red Birdetta, and I don't know why. I mean, they include a mushroom block, so, you know, there's no reason not to make it the best Birdetta in the game. Because you were in the way. Alright, so the second to last boss of the game before the final boss is Mauser a second time? So yeah, remember when I mentioned that you fought Mauser a second time when we were fighting Roberto? Yeah, they actually moved this fight to the second to last battle in the game and actually replaced a second Triclide fight, which doesn't make any sense in my mind because Triclide is more difficult than Mauser. I mean, he does have that spark in this arena, and his platform is elevated, so it's harder to hit him, but for the most part, I'm just a doofus, and that's why I'm screwing up. Someone mentioned to me, I believe Kana's board, that in the original version of the game, and by that I mean Doki Doki Panic, there were actually 3 Mauser fights, and one replaced Clawgrip. Well, I guess Clawgrip didn't really exist in the first place, but yeah, Mauser was recolored white and you fought him a 3rd time, so I guess this is slightly better than that situation where you fought the easy boss. Up close encounters with Mauser we took him out like that. What a finish. We just got all up in his face and blew him up, even though he probably would have blown up anyway. I think I actually jumped off a bomb, which is pretty fucking rad, so yeah. Pro Strat's Toad is also metal as hell. And we got a life. But before we move on to the final world, there is a shortcut. Naturally, there's no secret warp, as I said before, but this does lead you to nearly the end of the stage. I'm fairly certain you probably figured out that there was something up with this quicksand pit in this wall, because why would they just put this here for no reason? But this leads all the way to the sky area where that sky pyramid was. Do be careful about getting through these clouds, but other than that, it's pretty safe.